everyone, my name is Sarah. Let's talk about SDG number 12, responsible consumption and production. This goal ensures sustainable use of natural resources through reducing global food waste in our ordinary day.
Although our planet provides us with an abundance of natural resources, society has not responsibly utilized them. We have consumed far beyond what Earth can provide. The method to measure human demand on the Earth's ecosystem is called ecological footprint. Each person borrows a quantitative amount of natural resources. As of 2020, it takes 1.75 Earths to provide our resources and absorb our waste. By 2050, it's predicted we will need 3 Earths. When humanity's demand exceeds what ecosystems can supply, this is called ecological overshoot. Japan's footprint ranks as the 6th highest country. Currently, it is 1.7 times higher than the world average. If every country lived like Japan, we would need 2.9 Earths. Food waste is a significant hinder towards sustainable development. Globally, it's estimated that 1.3 billion tons of food losses and waste occur every year. The UN's Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO, has determined that almost 14% of food is being lost during the reproduction process. Only 3% of our planet's water is drinkable. 2.5% of drinkable water is frozen in Antarctica. That leaves us 0.5% for the ecosystems and humanity. Agriculture irrigation accounts for 70% of the water used worldwide. The amount of water used depends on each country, followed by beverages, textiles, and the automotive industry. For example, the average African household uses 47 liters of water per person per day, while the USA averages 578 liters per person per day. Japan ranks on the higher end at 250 liters per person per day. In Japan, there were 6.46 million tons of food waste annually. Half of that is discarded by restaurants, supermarkets, and producers. The yearly amount of wasted food equals to every person throwing away 1 bowl of rice a day. A significant cost to Japan's food loss is the 1/3 rule in commercial businesses. This tight constraint is more strict than other countries, but there are initiatives to relax this time frame. According to a Japanese survey by the Consumer Affairs Agency, 75% of respondents are aware of the waste problem, but a majority of surveyors didn't purchase food that was about to expire. In America, it is the leading country for food waste. An astounding 80 billion pounds, or 36 billion kilograms, is thrown away each year. This drastically compares to Japan, where 34 billion pounds, or 15 billion kilograms, is discarded per year. Why is this amount so high? One of the main reasons is that food spoils at home. It's normal for American families to grocery shop for large stocks, such as Costco. For example, my mom only went to the grocery store every 2 weeks and spent about $100 to $200 each time. When the stocked food goes bad later, most Americans toss it in the garbage. Further, the U.S. has many food expiration labels, such as sell by, use by, expires on, best before, or best by, and there are many more. This can be complicated for people, so avoiding the expiration date can be difficult. The good news is that most states are improving food waste regulation. Because of the increasing loss and waste, the number of food bank organizations in Japan are increasing every year to provide near-expired food to families living in poverty. In 2008, there were only 12 food banks in all of Japan, but there are now almost 80 banks. America has 200 food banks and 60,000 meal programs. I remember when I was a kid, we could bring cans of food to donate at school. My school would then give it to a local food bank. This is a common program, especially around the holidays when families need food. Some companies have taken the step to help goal number 12. For example, Docomo and Tokyo Metropolitan Government are working on an app called EcoBuy. It provides public awareness of food waste. Users can take a photo of food about to expire at the store, upload the photo on the app, and receive store credit. Another well-known company, Aeon, has also mentioned their new goal to cut waste by 50% by 2025 through improved inventory management. Sasebo is promoting and educating about food loss. According to the City Hall, Sasebo households had almost 31 million kilograms of food waste in Reiwa 1. Per person, that's about 17 kilograms per year, 1.4 kilograms per month, and 47 grams per day. There are a few initiatives such as food drives, where Sasebo residents can donate surplus food from their homes. These products will go to school cafeterias. There is a popular value called mottainai, or dislike to waste and seek value in products. It's an important word to describe action to change the future while thinking about profitability.
Converting to sustainable products and thinking about consumption takes time. In many instances, non-sustainable products are cheaper, which influences consumers to choose it. That's why it's important to market environmental-friendly products through thoughts and stories to form a familiarity between the seller and the buyer. This emotion can bring out mottainai and encourage people to support this style.
In the US, there is no single word like mottainai. The closest expression we have is, what a waste. I recently learned this word myself, and I think it's very useful to describe the food loss situation. When I shop, I always look for the discount sticker for about to expire food. As we continue to improve reducing food loss and waste, it's vital to understand the objectives for this SDG. We can strive to meet this SDG goal by acting on its targets. The overall goal is to reduce global food waste through sustainable lifestyles by 2030. The UN hopes to do this by improving responsible management of chemical and waste, support the 4 R's, recycle, reduce, reuse, refuse, encourage companies to adopt sustainable practices, and discourage markets from promoting wasteful consumption. In 2018, the UN held a 2-day meeting with sustainable consumption experts. They have agreed that SDG 12 is the least well-resourced and funded goal. The true cost of consumption and production are still unknown. It has been suggested to continue with public outreach, stress the importance of monitoring and measuring, and conduct further studies as to how other issues can affect food waste. By implementing and improving responsible consumption and production, we can achieve doing more with less.